Hello everybody and welcome to a new English series, and today's class is going to be about grammar. Subject and predicate. In any sentence we are having simple subject, simple predicate, complete subject, complete predicate. If you look here, you will see that a complete subject, it tells you who or what the sentence is about. Like, for example, my puppy in this example. So the complete predicate tells what the subject is or does, like my puppy is doing what? Choose on my shoes. So we're having here the subject, which is complete, it's my puppy, and the complete predicate, choose on my shoes. Okay. Simple subject is the noun or pronoun found within the complete subject. So in any complete subject, we're having a simple subject. So the simple subject here in this sentence is going to be puppy. Okay? And what's the simple predicate? Always we're looking for the verb. Okay? So it's going to be choose. Okay? So generally speaking, we're having in the sentence, my puppy chews on my shoes. The complete subject is going to be the subject and what comes with it. So the subject, which is simple, it's puppy. And so both of them, my puppy, this is complete subject. For the predicate, if it's a simple, we always look for the verb, so it's going to be choose here. Okay? If we need it complete, it's going to be the verb and what comes with it. Choose on my shoes. Compound subjects and predicates. When I say compound, it means more than one. It could be two or three. So the simple sentence here, you have Beth loves books. So the subject is Beth, and the predicate, which is complete, is going to be loves books. So this is, we call it a simple sentence. When I say we need a compound subject, so we are looking for more than one subject. So as you can see here in this sentence, Beth and Kendra love books. So the compound here is Beth and Kendra. It's two subjects here. And what do? They love books, which is also complete predicate. If I asked you in this sentence, where is the simple predicate? You have to tell me it's going to be love, because we always look for the simple verb in the simple predicate. Okay. Compound predicate. Beth loves books and reads all the time. So we're looking here for more than one verb. So Beth is one simple subject, and she is having here two verbs, loves and reads, which she gave us compound verb and compound predicate. Okay, she loves and reads. She loves books and reads all the time. Imperative sentences. An imperative sentence gives a command or makes a request. It ends with a period. So when I say, for example, please bring the pizza to the table. So bring here is order. I'm talking to who? I'm talking to you. So the sentence should be, you bring the pizza to the table, but you is not written. We understand that I'm ordering you. It's exactly like when your mom asks you, bring me water, please. Okay? So she's not saying you. She's just ordering you. But we understand that the subject is always you. Okay? Here we're having another sentence. Mom, please tie my shoes. Mom here, we use it as an expression for calling, as if you're calling mom. But you're not here. Mom here is not the subject. No. Just mom here is to grab the attention of mom. But where is the main sentence? It's please tie my shoes. Tie my shoes. This is imperative. So where is the subject? It should be you tie my shoes. It's understood, but it is not written. The same with Mark. Do all of your homework before you go out to play. Don't tell me that Mark here is the subject. No. If Mark is the subject, the sentence should be Mark does all of his homework. Okay? But here there is an order. It's imperative. Mark, do all of your homework. Go to school early, So the subject here is you, but it's not written. It's always understood. So if I asked you, which word is the subject here? Is it going to be Mark or do or all or you? You have to tell me the subject is you. Okay? Another sentence. Open your mouth. Where is the subject here? Excellent. It's you. It should be you. Open your mouth. Do 10 push-ups and 20 jumping jacks. Also here, we understand that the subject is you. Excellent. In this sentence, we are talking about the direct object and the indirect object. Okay? So John bought his son a present. John, this is a subject. Bought is a verb. His son, and we have a present. So we have to ask ourselves a question. John bought what? He bought what? So he bought a present. Excellent. So present here is DO, is direct object. He bought it for who or whom? Okay. It's for his son. So it's going to be indirect object. So you have to learn how to ask the question and understand the sentence in a proper way. More explanation about the direct and indirect. We say that the indirect subject is the recipient of the direct object. For example, he gave the pirate a chance. Okay, so first we need to know the verb. So he here is a subject. Gave is the verb. Pirate, it's the person who received it. Okay, he received what? A chance. So he gave a chance. So a chance here is going to be direct object. Okay. To who? To the pirate. So the pirate here is the recipient, is going to be indirect object. Hope now it's clear for you. The subject, we said before that the subject tells who or what the sentence is about. Okay, so when I say the teacher, okay, helps us. Okay, so who helps us is the teacher. Okay, when I say the predicate is it tells us what the subject does. So what does the teacher do? He helps. Okay, so helps here is simple predicate. And the complete predicate is going to be what? Helps us. This is complete what? Predicate. Okay. Direct object and the indirect object, more explanation for you. So the receiver of the action expressed by the verb. This is, we call it what? Direct object. It always answers the questions what or whom. See the sentence here. He bought an umbrella. So he is a subject. Bought is the verb. He bought what? It's umbrella. Fantastic. Okay. For the indirect object, it's the receiver of the direct object. It tells to whom or to what or for whom or for what the action is performed. He bought me an umbrella. So he is a subject, bought is a verb. He bought what? Umbrella. To who? To who? To me. So me here is indirect object. Okay? So we have subject, we have verb, and indirect object, we have direct object. Okay. Not all the sentences are having indirect object, by the way. Okay. But this is just to clarify the differences between direct and indirect. So Sam made Sophie a dollhouse. So Sam made what? Dollhouse. So dollhouse is going to be direct object. And you'll notice here that this direct object is having the same color of the title. Okay. And for who? For Sophie. Also, you'll know that Sophie here is the indirect. It will have the same color of indirect object. Okay. Sam made a dollhouse for Sophie. I give Tony the empty baskets. So I give the empty baskets to Tony. So Tony here is the indirect object. Sorry, I give Tony, I give who? I give it to Tony. I give him what? The empty baskets. Okay, so empty baskets is going to be indirect object. Okay, we have to keep in mind that the indirect objects are not always present in the sentence, as I said before, with a direct object. Like I can say, Sam made a dollhouse. I don't have to say to who. We are having phrases and clauses can be direct objects, like we knew that the trip was cancelled. A sentence can have multiple direct and indirect objects, like she sent me a gift when I gave her my address. So you are having here me and her, and also a gift and my address. Coordinating conjunctions. We mentioned before that in order to remember them, you need to know the fanboys. Fan, it's F for and A for and, N for north. So this is fan. And boys, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and you have S for so. This is, we call them the fanboys, just for you to remember that these are the coordinating conjunctions. You have some examples here. So we use for mentioning reason. He's working here for he loves this company. So the coordinating conjunction here is for. John hates you a lot and he will never talk to you. So you have here and, which it adds, of course, information. Okay. I have never talked to that guy, nor do I want to do it. So nor, okay, it's also not. I want to help you, but they didn't let me do it. So we use it for contrast. Do you want to come with us or do you want to stay here? We use it for option when I give a person an option. All of us worked really hard to pass the test, yet we all failed. So yet here we use it also for contrast. The last sentence, I was feeling blue, so I didn't go to office. So blue here, of course, is not feeling well, okay? So here we use it for result, okay, or consequence. So whenever you see any of these, you know that you are having a coordinating conjunction. Independent clause. An independent clause can stand alone as a sentence. It gives a complete meaning by itself. The secret of life is honesty. So as you see here, we're having a subject, we're having a verb, and we're having an object. It gives meaning. Okay, so we call it independent. But when I say if you can fake that, you have got it made. If you can fake that, what will happen if I can fake it? So this one is dependent because it needs another sentence to complete it, which is you have got it made. Okay, so this is a complete sentence. Another example, if I say, when I went to the mall, I met my friends. So when I went to the mall, what happens? So when I went to the mall, this one is dependent because it doesn't give a complete meaning. I met my friends. This is a real sentence. There is a subject, verb, and object. Okay. More explanation about independent and dependent. Independent, it's a group of words that contains subject and verb. It makes sense on its own as a sentence. For example, Jane ate pasta. Sam went to the park. But for the dependent one, it's a group of words that contains a subject and verb. doesn't make sense on its own as a sentence. Like if I said because she was hungry, if I said this alone, it's dependent. Why? Doesn't give complete meaning. I don't know what happened. Maybe she's because she was hungry, so she ate pasta, she ate pizza. Okay. After he finished the school, what happened? What happened? If somebody told you after he finished school, does it give meaning? No. So this sentence is dependent. Correlative conjunctions, it's like relatives. They always come together, like both and, either or, neither nor, whether or, not only but also. So they always come together. Whenever I ask you if where is the correlative conjunction or which one is suitable, you have to understand the meaning, of course, okay, of the sentence to know which one is really suitable for it. So for both and, the company deals in both hardware and software. So I'm adding information here. Either or, I will eat either carrots or peas for dinner. So I'm going to choose one of them. Neither nor. Natalie likes neither milk nor cream cake. So she's not going to eat any of them. Whether or. Do you care whether we have noodles or rice for dinner? This one or this one? Not only but also. He not only studies hard, but also works well. Complete sentences. A complete sentence is a group of words that express a complete thought. Every complete sentence has a subject and a predicate, and we mentioned this before. But a sentence fragment is not complete sentence. It may have a capitalization and punctuation, but that doesn't make it a complete sentence. These sentences are complete and incomplete sentences, so you can take it as practice. So for the complete sentences, the author thought of a story. Yes, we're having here a subject, we have a verb, we're having the rest of the sentence. It gives meaning. I like to read stories. It gives meaning. What kind of stories do you like to read? It's a sentence, a question, and it gives meaning. Mary enjoys reading adventure stories. All of them are complete, they give a complete thought. But if I said, thought of a story, what happened? Nobody understands anything. I like to what? I like to read, I like to dream, I like to eat. You know, it's not complete. If you said, what kind of stories? What kind of stories what? What kind of stories do you like? Okay? So you have to put a verb in it. Okay? In grammar, we need to make the sentence really complete, which is totally different from spoken English. So what kind of stories? No, it's not a complete sentence. What kind of stories what? If somebody said, what kind of stories? Does it make sense? No, it needs more details to make it complete. If I said, reading adventure stories, makes what? I can say reading adventure stories makes me happy. Okay? So you have to put more details to make it complete. So all of this part is not complete sentence. I'd like to thank you all for watching and practicing and following up with me in this video. Wish you all the best. Goodbye.